Web3 TV.
Hello and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we're at Token 2049 here in Dubai. Joining me right now is Monty, CEO and founder of LCX. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And how's the event been so far for you?
Well, Token 2049 Dubai is one of the most exciting events, 15,000 participants, and everybody's getting a little LCX astronaut. So we're proud to be a sponsor over here as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen this astronaut, but I'm excited to see how it looks like. But first, I would like to ask you more about LCX and what you guys are doing.
So LCX stands for the Liechtenstein Crypto Assets Exchange. We are a regulated exchange and now one of the fastest growing in Europe. We're regulated since day one and now celebrating 7 years this month.
Oh, really? Wow, that's exciting. So tell me a little bit more about what you guys are doing.
So at the core of what we do is bridging traditional finance and blockchain innovation. And with that, we started out to build a spot exchange with strong euro pairs and also now more than 200 assets on the platform. But we are not stopping there. So a key topic for us is tokenization, where we've just announced a new LCX tokenization framework and a variety of different assets, LCX assets with gold bars, silver and platinum with LCX tokenized assets.
So many people are very excited when it comes to tokenization, but what should people be looking at these days? Because there's so many things that you can tokenize and invest in.
So we are starting with the physical assets. And by tokenization, we have a very special role called the physical validator out of Liechtenstein, which enables us to be kind of a counterparty and a trusted like a notary almost function, where we see that the underlying asset is actually there, it's secured and insured, and this needs to be there if you tokenize anything. Because if the underlying asset is like stolen or just borrowed or I don't know, goes away somehow, then you have a big problem with the digital asset. So we are bridging the like physical goods to digital.
And what kind of benefits does that give investors? Because, for example, if you're buying a property today, like a physical property, then you're using US dollars, which is kind of a depreciating asset, to buy real estate, which in some markets are appreciating. So does that have an advantage, or like what can you say about that?
Well, everything that can be tokenized will be tokenized. And we do see in the next couple of years a wave which could unlock illiquid assets like real estate or commodities to be tokenized, but also financial assets, treasury bonds, corporate bonds, or even shares of smaller companies where the users or the clients could become shareholders of every company. And giving blockchain technology, we're really unlocking this new financial markets. Ultimately, it could be 2030 around $30 trillion, which is now 10 times bigger than the current cryptocurrency industry.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's really interesting. And I also want to ask you about the MiCA regulation, because you're based in Europe. So how can people, and you're MiCA regulated, so what's your advice? How can people navigate this new regulatory system?
So we started out with crypto integrity right from start. We had been supervised since the beginning with know your customer processes. And now then 2020, we gained 9 regulatory registrations under the Blockchain Act in Liechtenstein, which included custody, trading, price services, and also the physical validator. And with that, we learned a lot. You know, being regulated and getting these registrations and regulatory approvals is one thing, but keeping them over the years, working with the regulators, is a whole different aspect. And this is for the technology entrepreneurs is a completely new thing. And that's why we hired a lot of people from traditional banking also to join our team. But now what's coming with markets and crypto assets regulation is we filed for our license, so we're at the final steps. Didn't get the license yet, but hopefully very soon. The deadline is end of the year, where companies like us as a virtual asset service provider are allowed to operate in transition period. And then once we get the license, we have one license where we can operate around 30 countries, 450 million population. But what we did already now is we applied for admission for trading for crypto assets. At the ESMA registry, the European regulator, we do see that there is a list of tokens who are registered for trading in European exchanges. And we've now filed 18 white papers, MiCA compliant white paper, including Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, as well as LCX token, which are now allowed to be traded under the MiCA regulatory framework.
And do you think the MiCA regulatory framework is just making it more secure for, let's say, companies that are legit to exist in the European market?
It's changing the market overall because there had been hundreds of crypto exchanges operating globally and also targeting Europe. These will not be allowed to offer the services to European clients anymore. And so what we currently see are like key players like Coinbase and Kraken also having some licenses. But in Europe, there are not many Europe native exchanges like we are who actually have their headquarter and the team also over there. Can probably name 3 or 4. But what's for sure is that this consolidation is happening. So the market share will increase. And ultimately, it's a huge opportunity for us to be at the forefront of it.
No, exactly. And when we compare it to Dubai, and especially when it comes to tokenization, how are you finding this landscape?
So for us, gold tokenization is a key topic at the moment, silver, other commodities, and that's where Dubai and the region here shines also. So there's a lot of talks. We have been invited to the DMCC with the commodities free zone to also Bahrain and Oman contacted us and saying, like, please come over here. And indeed, MENA is on our region. As we now positioned ourselves very strong in Europe, we want to take these advantages of being regulated to other jurisdictions. So we will be opening an office here in the region in UAE, as well as going to the US.
Amazing. Well, it's very exciting. Well, I know that you have so many other events to attend to. So I would just want to say thank you so much for speaking with me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll be bringing you more interviews. My name is Lisa Amnegard, and you're watching Web3 TV.